But but think about it like this: when you pull up Notre Dame's schedule, if they got at least 3 ranked opponents on their schedule, how you gonna leave them out?
And
And they typically have more than that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and then they're a draw because guess what? If Notre Dame's in your bowl game or your hey man, 80% of the Midwest is gonna tune in.
I get it, and what I'm about to say,
I feel exactly
I
what
really
you're
hate.
saying,
I
bro.
hate this right here.
They should have to pay a penance.
The head, Miami and Notre Dame played, just like Alabama and Florida State, just like everybody. They played a game. Miami beat them, head to head. Now Miami is at more risk being in a conference.
True.
Yeah,
True.
yep.
True.
Having the same identical record.
True.
Of being left out of a playoff.
Yeah.
Than Notre Dame not being in a conference.
I think all of that might be going away though, because I think it might be getting down to the point to where, hey man, we just gonna get the 12 best teams. Conferences be damn, and just run with the 12
That's
best
what they're
teams.
supposed to be doing now, but it's so much. How can I say this? It's so much favoritism, I think.
Yeah, because it's jockeying.
Because it's like all of us. It's like we've been in a room. I'm gonna show Florida State some favoritism.
Yeah.
You're going to show a little favoritism to Bama.
Yeah,
You're going to show a little favoritism to Florida, right?
But when you get to the point of evaluating, like Joe always says with his rebuttal to the argument when I always say, like, hey, man, but are they the best team? What we saying, hey, when we evaluate what's going on, even if you show favoritism, it's easy for me to brag on my team if they go out there and they beat them dogs. Like, that's
the
what
best
they saying
consistent team, too, now.
Yeah.
You also see, because what's going on, they're talking about the best team now at the end of the year. I'm looking for the best team throughout the year with losses.
Yeah. So, but you got to factor in their schedule. Like,
yes, you do that. You're right.
If you come into a point, and that's why they used to always say the SEC, because look, man, just being healthy at the end of the year, with okay amount of your players, and then you got to play the SEC championship game,
right?
And okay, then hopefully I get a shot to go to play in the playoff. So again, hey, bro, like everybody in the top 10 are like. Most of the time, the SEC is 50% of the top 25.
Yeah.
So 50% of who you say the best teams are. This a Tuesday for us. We do this every week.
You got 12 teams in the East.
So now, I think with the 12, or even we're gonna say potentially 16, or adding teams on.
I'm buying into this 25.
Now, when you get to the
25
point,
makes sense.
You have to have scheduled quality
opponents.
Yep.
So you don't have it like.
I got a plan for that too.
Like you said, all the cupcake games gone.
I'll give you a cupcake for homecoming.
I give you a cupcake for spring game. I give you a cupcake for the spring game.
Yeah, I give you that. But after that, if you're gonna say that would amplify the creme de la creme.
Yes.
The cream would rise to the top.
Yep.
Yes.
You know, mid-season, hey man, they got a loss, but who they lose to?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you saying with Stanford, hey bro, you lost to Stanford, but at the same time, you can say, bro, I beat Bama out the gate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I beat Bama out the gate. Like right now, Texas, they lost to us, but at the same time, bro, they beat three top 5 opponents. Like that's how can you just omit that? But again, in the world of like we say right now, look, you play in the SEC, you won, but like really, bro, Oklahoma is going to be because they may get left out, but it's gonna be.
I can't see a world where it's going, man.
Bro,
that's why I'm scared for Bama. I really think Oklahoma.
I don't think Bama getting in.
I can see anything happening. Keep in mind, we got one more weekend of college football. We got to play the conference championship.
Yeah.
But I think anything can happen because of the unclarity of trying to make everything fit where they think it's fit.
We've been trying to do this for a while.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of hodgepodge, but me thinking about with Bama and Oklahoma right now, look, Georgia and Ole Miss playing in the SEC championship. They get in. The only other one is A&M. I mean, Texas A&M because they only got one loss.
Right.
It's hard for Bama and Oklahoma, but Oklahoma, that's going to be
so
hard.
It's harder for Bama.
If it's harder for Bama, if it's harder for Oklahoma, it should be hard for Texas too.
No, I think the fact that the same reason that they did for
Vanderbilt and Tennessee
gonna
be saying the same thing.
I mean,
bro.
for Arch. Yeah. But they looking at Arch and they saying, hey man, that dude right there, he ain't the dude.
Nah, let's talk about that. It looked better, but Arch, it don't.
Well, if your starting quarterback going down could get you kicked out of a national championship playoff,
your healthy quarterback
that's
should be to get
standing up the bench.
But that's why I say let's trim this regular schedule thing down a little bit. Go to the top 25. The FCS is doing it.
Yeah.
Run into the top 25. We don't have this conversation.
But when you go with that's when the preseason rankings, that's when that's going.
I don't think
I think they should
I don't
do
think-
away with preseason ranking.
I don't think they should be ranking in it. Only reason let's be honest.
How do you do that, man?
Which
You
we gonna get into it, 'cause-
evaluate the talent on the field yet. You
same-
going off of last year's numbers.
The same way rivals give you points off of recruiting. We got so many recruiting polls. Hey, T, you seen that kid we saw at Murphy last year?
Yeah, I mean it's the hype machine.
Let's get him 3 stars.
Yeah.
Because he just athletic.
What I'm saying,
77.
if we go to what you're saying with the top 25, then we got to say who get in that top 25.
But it'd be a lot
better than getting into
easier.
12.
Yeah, well, I mean, but what I'm saying is,
I could sleep like a baby if I say, you know what, top 25 play with no discussion. Look at the
Yeah.
top 25 right now this year.
okay, think about this weekend.
Now Tulane now probably with fuss.
Yeah.
You know.
But think about this
I'm
weekend.
still
This
wilding about
kick,
that, man.
it's. I think we're gonna always have things that we can add value and things that we can detract.
Yes,
because
Absolutely.
yes.
we live through the AP, BCS, it's
Oh,
a mess
yeah, my
computer.
God.
You think this is crazy?
I'm not. Look,
Crazy.
I'm not. I'm
No,
not.
yeah, I feel you.
Put it like this. I'm not mad at the computer.
No.
I'm mad
I
at
was
the people
mad
that
at-
made the decision.
I was
I
mad.
was.
The people that made the decision.
Bro, like-
Because computers do good, especially when it
Yeah.
comes to scheduling.
Yeah.
Think about this, just like you said. All right, who all in college football want to compete for the national championship tournament next year? I do. All right, computer generated schedule in your regions. This is how you play. This is play.
Yeah.
But-
I'm not
Woo!
mad about that, but judging the who's number
Oh,
one.
that BCS. Yeah, that,
Bro,
yeah.
when you supposed to go to the bowl, so this means now if you got to get to this bowl.
Yeah.
Like remember, if it wasn't a national championship, the SEC champion or the runner-up always played in the Sugar Bowl. So the Sugar Bowl still carried weight.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you got to the Sugar Bowl, because next year you say, hey, I won the Sugar Bowl.
Yeah.
I'm at least in the top 10.
Yes.
I was the runner-up for the SEC championship, and I
Yeah.
won the Sugar Bowl.
How sweet it is.
Those things, like
Yeah, but you got to take into account who you left to the draft.
Yeah.
Who now you got to think about who left in the transfer
So-
portal and all that.
Yeah,
stuff.
who I gotta pay when I get them?
Yeah,
How
all
much?
that kind of stuff.
That's
All
so
new.
it's all of that's in the work. So again, the top 25 optimally it would make sense, but again, who gets in that 25? If somebody stumbles out the gate, do I knock them out to 25? At the end of the year, I think, hey, 13 teams, and we can say right now, Indiana would get a bye, and the other 12 teams play
Play it out.
and whoever get at the end, like you bring in Indiana at the, you dig
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So because now the top, like it would be cool to take the top 25, you cut them in half, them 12 games, boom, bam, bam, mid-season. But at the end, hey, we take 13 teams, and whoever's got the best record, they get a first round bye.
Put no rankings on anybody until
Yeah,
mid-season.
so-
Mid-season.
Well, how do you get that
rankings is where
mid-season?
and then you go there. Strength of schedule.
But think
or
about
win,
it.
loss.
If you number one,
Just by
and you go through, like say for instance, you're number one, you're a Big 10 or an ACC or SEC or a Big 12 team. You rank number one. You go undefeated. You get to the championship of your conference. You lose that game. Like if that knocks you out, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it should knock you out of the top 12 if you do that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
But
what
think
if-
about it.
So what if they
Well,
just
it
said this
depends
right
on
here?
how the dominoes fall in there.
Texas A&M, they screwed.
We already know there's not going to be an undefeated team, right? It may not be an undefeated team to win the championship, right? We already know this. So why not just say, okay, conferences, the top 5 conferences, this is what you got to do. Your first and your second automatic bids.
That's all I'm saying, man.
First, second automatic bid. Because what you're pretty much saying is,
That's 8.
no matter how my conference went, no matter who lost against where, these are the 2 best teams in my conference.
They play in the conference. That's what I'm saying. The conference champion and a runner-up get 10.
Only problem that is in your conference, some years you might have a 6 and
That's what I'm saying.
So again,
That's
like,
what
but you got to make peace with that. But that's also why
But
I say
then
the
how
top
can you
25.
make peace with that when you got somebody over here and it's still hey, somebody over here in the SWAC is 10 and 1.
but this ain't for the SWAC, and I don't
Yeah.
mean
I mean, not
but,
SWAC. I'm thinking of
The MAC.
Let's just
the
say-
MAC.
Yeah.
But even with the MAC, like, hey, these 4 conferences, especially in the
Which I
last
do think the
2
SWAC should be in there, but that's why top 25 can help
Hey,
us all
so
out.
again, with the 12, hey, group of 5 get a pick.
Yeah.
Independent, we know that's Notre Dame. And then the other 2 slots is for the best in the best 2 conferences.
I think you need more than. I think for the OC, you need more than just 1 slot for each one of them guys, man. That's why I think the 16 or the 25.
So, but again, like why you got 12 right now?
How many teams we got right now that's at least 8-2, or 8-3, or
8.
we got a whole bunch of them.
So again,
we need a whole. You remember when you used to watch wrestling? You used to say,
yeah.
over the top. That's what we need right there.
But as